I think that the most common problem we entrepreneur have is actually that we search for answers outside of us. That we think someone else or something else can give you answers which are the best for us, right? Do you know this problem? Do you know these moments where we are, let's say, we are just coming back from a month tracking the numbers and analyzing, clarifying the next month's goals, and we literally want to know how to come there. When we already have a proven system, we should actually stick with that. I once had this. We had such the best results I ever had with a online funnel. And then we started to change things and it was not good. Someone is live here, say hello. But we don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? It's a nice saying. But if we are not happy with the results, and I always tell my clients, do it at least for 3 months so that you have really good numbers. And when it comes to the number of people, how many people you gained, especially like with going with Facebook ads or something like that, then you should have at least 100 people which are gained through this process before you actually ask yourself if it is good or not. And then we track the things and then we ask for the adjustment. And we don't ask inside, we ask outside. We want to ask our coach or mentor. I hope you have one because this is a game changer. Or we want to ask whatever. We just scroll through social media and literally buy other things. And so we got distracted. We invest money in programs we even don't open. Or when we open them, we get angry about ourselves because we realize it's a waste of time. So the best strategy is always within us. And why I know this? It's because there is already the code of your soul path. And the soul path is aligned with your business success. Whatever is meant for you, what is written for you, from you as well as an enlightened soul, having this human experience, whatever you wrote that as a soul, you will go this path. You will go and experience this, whatever is meant for you. And trust me, if it's meant for you to create success or more success than you already created, then you get it as true desires. You get it as, which is, by the way, one of the languages of our soul, our true desires. You get it as deep wishes. You cannot stop dreaming about it. You get a pull from it, a pull from the tomorrow, right? And it's meant for you. You cannot go wrong. But you can actually create loops or distractions a few months here or sometimes a few years, right? Sometimes too much money, sometimes too much energy, just because you don't trust your soul's path. Or sometimes people just don't know about the soul path. They just don't know what is actually meant for them. And this is what I want to contemplate and talk with you about this evening. Because often we really don't know how we get the soul strategy, and when we have it, when we know it, how to act according to it. So the first thing is, how do I get the soul strategy? And I just left a most beautiful conversation with the clients of my mentor, Arlan Hamilton. You find her also here on YouTube. I really love her. She has such a beautiful attitude to teach, so big, a big heart, and me and my clients actually stick with her strategy to build up the YouTube presence and reach. So I follow a strategy of a coach. But I don't follow this strategy because I think it's the best, or of course I think that, but it's not my main source. My main source was that I got it. I got the, the direction from my soul as soon as I had the invitation with Arlan's YouTube strategy. It got like light and bright, and I knew, oh my God, this is it, and I go for it, right? It's not the other way. The often people mean it's the other way around. It's our brain, our mind telling us blah, 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 and then we follow that. Yes, the brain, our mind is coming along, but first you should actually guide yourself to ask your soul. And this is something we must learn and train literally like a muscle. It's always the same, right? We are not common. We have no habits about uh, the consciousness, the awareness to be connected to our soul, unfortunately. But now is a new area, a new age, a new time, and we are literally very clear about the fact that we are not satisfied anymore to go just with our brain and the logic and the things what we should do. We feel it inside of us. There is more depth, there is more results, there is more helping. But we must go through our truth. We must go through our center. I call it the truth. When we are at home, we are in our truth. Our home is our center. I always teach the conscious with me moment. And if you want to perceive that, you can go back in my channel. You'll find there one guidance for free just to perceive when you arrive at your home. It's a little and short, don't worry, not long, meditation guidance. But this is actually your center, because your home, your center is the own authority when it comes to your soul's mission, when it comes to your truth. And as soon as we realize, oh my God, yes, this is my truth, and we allow ourselves to really trust and to stick with it, we build this muscle, we build it, right? And the more, with every day, more and more, we actually trust, and we don't second guess and hesitate. And we don't create these loops and this falling back. But the first step is actually that you learn to ask your soul, to stick and to connect really with your soul, not with your past, with your conditioning, with your instincts, with whatever you learned, and especially not to stick with your brain, but with your soul, your truth. You can learn that, by the way, in my Soul Calling portal. You get the link above in this description of the channel. Be free, you are very invited to come, and you can there take the course to perceive your soul purpose, your true soul purpose. And then when you know it and you realize, oh my God, when I really literally peel off all the meanings and all the past experiences and bad experiences, when I peel them off this new truth, I literally vibrate. I'm so excited about me with this truth. And it's so relieving. It's like you finally meet friends and can do and be happy and just be you. And they accept you, and you think, oh my God, I'm so happy. It's the same, right? You realize you're so much, so clearly at home. It's just a pleasure again and again. And you will feel this truth and this pleasure no matter what. Whatever life is bringing up and downs, you can literally say you are happy. That's why people who are really sticking with their truth and their true alignment, they can tell you, I'm happy even if I'm sick. I'm happy even if I have a cold or something, right? It's no contradiction, and it's just true, because underneath you are just happy. You are you. You are, you feel, you act, you think, you be, you are you. And then we go and actually ask for your specific niche, the unique selling point, because this is always what I attract. I attract those who are entrepreneurs, who are the coach of entrepreneurship within, and the duplication and scalability and all the stuff. So we ask what is meant as your crystal clear niche, just to do a most beautiful, fulfilling, and satisfying soul business. And guess what? I have often my average and clients are entrepreneurs which had several businesses and projects already, made exits or several exits, and very successful, right? Full of wisdom. But often they can actually not accept their success. People around them would tell, why are you not happy or more grateful? You reached so much and you can literally earn and harvest now. But they can't, because they did one thing not yet to fulfill their true soul mission. So as soon as we clarify the unique selling point and the niche, and what is really, really, really deeply exciting, then there is coming a specific phase where you literally remember how it's working when you train your muscle, when you go into the gym. There is this euphoric and excitement in the beginning, and you buy the yearly membership and you go the first days. When it comes along 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and suddenly it's like, either you are overwhelmed or your body hurts so much because it's not common for the body that you train it daily, right? And you have literally these body pains, and you think and tell yourself, how could it be that it's meant for me to go to the gym for a whole year, right? So how could it be? My clients would think, how could it be that this is really my soul strategy, or my true purpose, my expertise? How could it be? Suddenly you have it literally here. It's too much, or overwhelming, or it's just not the excitement anymore because this muscle pain is more dominant. But you know what? The art is not to believe all the stories what your mind is one telling you. And the art is also not to listen to the body, to your body at that moment. I just had it today when I guided this beautiful session for the clients of Arlan. We had also one person telling us, that she listens to the body sensations, and that's fine. That's really that's outstanding. But it's often not what your soul's is meaning for you. So the body is a vessel, and it's like a resonance. A resonance. I always call it a vase. A vase. It's a resonance room which we created from our past experience, right? And it's a part of this human experience here. So it cannot be the resonance room for your soul's path. It has no, your soul's mission and your soul's expertise has not enough space in your body. It needs more. And the resonance in your body cannot only be an answer when it's literally coded for aligned to your soul's mission. But often it's the other way around. As soon as we go with this awareness and clarity for our soul's mission, we then literally reprogram our body as well. That's what I experienced was very, very beautiful. After 30 years of chronic illnesses, several actually, I could reprogram my body. It's very, very touching. But before that, I could not listen to my body when I wanted the answers from my soul. The body can be a mirror. And as we know from the videos on this channel concerning the languages of our soul, we know mirroring is one of the languages. It can be a mirror, but it's not a guidance when it comes to your soul's path. A mirror, yes, when it comes to learn, when it comes to adjust and to go to next steps, but not for the things we want to talk about this evening. So you learn actually to really connect to your soul stream and to clarify that you really are on the right place, connected to the right source, meaning our soul, when we ask our questions. And what I created in my business hub, and also in the soul calling portal actually, is the SoulStrategy Experience. I guide through a 5-step experience where the first 3 steps are actually there with only one goal: to expand your awareness to some specific topics so that you can literally hear what your souls want to tell you about your strategy. You can imagine when you don't know consciously things about entrepreneurship and strategies, you cannot get the resonance when your soul wants to give you this clarity. You will not see it. You will literally be blind for it. That's why we expand your awareness for those really potent, it's not strategies, but just laws of nature, universe, and economy, to expand your vessels so that we have the most or best situation when you then ask your soul, that you get a resonance in whatever is meant for you. And this is so unique, so customized, and so touching. When you look out there, especially, you must listen now, especially when you still are hesitating. When you look out there, especially on social media, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you are, and you see all those posts and reels and 6 figures here, 7 there, and so on and so forth, where you actually can believe it, you feel it when it's aligned, right? When they tell a story which is really true. When you can believe it, you see a very beautiful human which finally started to go in alignment and to just create what is fine for her or him, what feels aligned. That's why this word is so beautiful, aligned, right? And they often tell in such a reel or interview afterwards, I tried everything. I sticked with that strategy from the other mentors, but it worked when I actually looked inside and did what is meant for me. This is so touching. And yes, I actually also followed the strategy of my mentor back at the time when I made my first million in Switzerland. I just did what she told me to do, and it worked. Yes, I was there as well. But when I look back, I really invested so much money all these years before as well, about 10, 12 years before, and it did not work from other mentors. And after that as well, again, it did not work again. And my explanation is I accidentally got the strategy, what is meant for me, what was meant for me. But it was not a strategy what is meant for the whole life. And that's another thing. It's really a trap. We think, like I remember my grandfather, he always told me, Chantal, you go now out as a teenager, you go now out and you choose a profession and it's meant for you for your whole life. You will get retired there. And this was true for him in this age, right? Back at that decade, it was true. But time changed so fast. When I got adult, it was not true anymore. We already had it. It was just normal that we changed job several times until retirement. And now it's even, I want to say worse, it's not worse, it's just an adjustment. We must learn to adjust and adjust. And it's the same when it comes to our soul strategy. Not to change the wheel when we have a successful strategy. Don't change it. I just had to watch one of my clients, unfortunately. She was so successful with a specific strategy. And suddenly she just changed it. And I asked her, why are you doing that? She told, oh, it's because of whatever. I go back after it. But she didn't. It's heartbreaking. But as a coach, you must learn to hold the space and to trust. And what I love is just to teach that you actually trust your own soul's voice. Me as a coach, I'm not here to tell you what your strategy is. I'm here to open the space where you feel safe, where you can come back and to ask things. And then I help you first to find the answer within you, with your soul, or I help you to expand the awareness so that you can better choose than before. But as soon as you ask for your strategy, you get literally this autoroute, Autobahn in German. You know, the fast lane. It's not a straight lane because it's still human life, right? We are still human, not perfect, never perfect. No one, actually. We must delete that. It's not going and sticking with one thing and then we have it and we never lose it. We must always be open for change and adjustment, and really just be fine with the up and down, which will come, especially again when we are on your clear path. And then you learn to build the muscle there. You have the clear strategy. In my case, it's always something like a roadmap coming along for the next 2 to 5 years. And often my clients and I go together, side by side, and just go through everything what life brings us. Because it's a whole package, right? It's us as a human, especially when we build our soul business. And it's always an adjustment also in our delivery, how we present ourselves, how we teach our clients or hold the space for our clients. And in the meantime, there are so many opportunities, especially online, especially for those who still think online is only fake and relationships are not possible here. It's so good to have real and raw relationships here. And it's all about relationships. It starts with yours, with you, and your truth. And it goes with every relationship in your kingdom, which is in your energy, which is meant for supporting your soul's mission. And sometimes we meet people, they are not meant to stay in our energy, or in my language, in our kingdom. They are just visitor, even if it's our parents, our siblings, or lovers, or very good friends, or very good clients. It doesn't matter. We learn not to judge about that, but to trust. Right? Sometimes it's so hard. Sometimes it breaks us literally our hearts. But the sooner we learn to trust our path and to know everyone has its own path and it's no contradiction and everyone is allowed to fulfill, but no, it's more than being allowed, it's actually a should to follow our true soul path. Then we can trust, oh, sometimes it's more distance, sometimes it's a longer time as a distance, sometimes not. It's just fine. And the same is with the result. When I listen to some, they just tell me, oh my God, I want to be there earlier. I want to have that. I want to faster, bigger, whatever. Just breathe. Just breathe. And surrender the thing. But stay in your center and follow your path. And trust that literally every piece is falling on the right place. It's so magical. But do the things. And sometimes there is a day where you may have some to-dos in your calendar and you realize, no, not today, not today. Today it's like resting. Today it's like pool time, beach time, whatever what comes in. And then you don't fight against that. Your brain would like to come and say, but we have this to-do list. You don't do that then. You follow your soul's indicator, your intuition, and do the things. and where your brain is telling you, but we are on our soul strategy path, on our roadmap, and today is meant for, you will see that when you follow your intuition and your soul's languages, and they are literally not logical in the daily life, you will suddenly look back and see that everything still happened. Whatever you had on your list, it happened. Because suddenly, let's say next day, you feel like, oh, today I do this and that, and it comes just like naturally without effort. And in the end, you did more, even more than you had on your list yesterday. And it just felt like brilliant. And some days are just exciting, and some days are just like mau, mau, mau. And it's okay as well. There is no meaning about your soul path, even if you sometimes are so exhausted because you, let's say, went over your boundaries and your tank, your energy tank is literally empty, and you feel so exhausted and you think it doesn't feel good anymore and it's probably not meant for me, but it's not the truth. You are just not you, because your tanks are empty. You must first fulfill your tanks. Sleep enough, rest enough, rest more. Eat carefully, eat the good things which are good for your body. Catch up with your human resources, the natural resources, right? Drinking, electrolytes, sleep, and so on. And then you can talk again about changing something. Probably you just smile then because you just feel pulled again to whatever it was, your soul's path. When we learn to take that and not to create meanings backwards to our soul's path and our soul strategy, we actually start to join what is called life. That's so beautiful. And then it doesn't matter anymore if you are happy or content enough with us when it comes to our results or our goals or whatever. We just go our path, our truth, and enjoy the path. And once when you arrive somewhere and you still not are aware what you just arrived or achieved, and you take a little rest and look back and you realize, oh my God, I reached my goals. How did that go? Then you realize that's how it goes. You just know it. You know it when you look back, not 1 second before. You can only look back when you are in a moment, stopping, are aware. When you are aware, connecting with your truth. And look back not to dramatize or to, yes, to be the victim, but look back to see the things and to compound them and to learn from your own codes which are visible now. By the way, if you are still here and listening, you are one of the guardians of my flames in my kingdom. Thank you so much for being here. You are a soul person in my kingdom. Feel very invited. Please write in the comments flame so that we reconnect with each other and we know what this is meant. This word is a secret keyword only for us. And if you think, oh my God, I want to know more, I not only follow her, but I also take enough time and study other videos, or I just want directly to talk with her and get support with my soul strategy, then write me on WhatsApp. You find the link below the video. Click on it with your mobile and then it opens your WhatsApp. Write Kingdom and I know from where you are, from here, right? And then we talk. It's a pleasure. Can't wait to meet you there. And in the meantime, just write in the comments what you are thinking, what your takeaways about this map to get to achieve, to receive your soul strategy. Can't wait to read them, and we meet us again tomorrow. Bye bye.